What is your advice for people who are looking to move up the ladder and kind of overcome certain obstacles to ultimately reach success?
I think that you have to be very humble. You have to really work hard and not take a job as too tedious. Do anything and everything that people give you to do. I think if you work hard, if you have the right attitude, you will move. I mean, obviously, you have to have goals and you have to have a vision for yourself. But I think that a lot of younger generation, I call it, they start in an organization, and 3 months later they want to be president. Well, that doesn't work. You have to sort of learn. As good as you could be in those 3 months, it doesn't entitle you to get to that next level right away. And I think that learning as much as you can, take that responsibility. A lot of times people will say, oh no, that's not my job. So what? Go ahead, take it, do it. I mean, at the second bank that I worked at, that I said I took on many roles and ultimately became the COO, the CEO of the bank kept giving me more responsibility, and I felt I was just working all the time. But I took it all. I never complained once. I never asked for additional resources, if you call it, because I felt that, I felt like it was a privilege for him. He trusted me enough to give me that responsibility. And so I would say if you work hard and have a goal and don't think anything is beneath you, trust me, you will get noticed and you will move up.
Are you living the vision you had right now for your company, or are you looking towards expanding even more?
I get excited when we grow. I love achieving the goals that we have established every year. If you're asking me, am I happy? I'm happy. But I always want to go to that next level. I don't ever want to be static. But I love what I do. I love helping people, and banking is about helping people. So I love what I do. But am I satisfied staying where we are? Probably not. I'm going to continue to go to that next level.
A lot of people don't like to talk about their failures, but what was your biggest failure and how did you respond to it?
I actually, I have to tell you, I read that question prior to coming in here, and I haven't had a big failure. I'm sure I've had obstacles along the way, and obstacles could be anywhere from dealing with a difficult boss to dealing with a difficult employee to dealing with a difficult customer. I mean, there's different obstacles that you encounter, dealing with a difficult teacher. I mean, not all your teachers are the same. So I decided that as I was thinking about it and looking at life in general, not just in the business world, I've never learned how to cook. It's a big failure if you ask my husband or my kids. Every time I say, hey, I'll make something, and they'll go, please don't. So I think that, in life, there are things that you get more interested in than others. And cooking was just never a skill for me. I just couldn't do it. But from a business perspective, I looked at everything as a challenge as opposed to an obstacle. How do you deal with it? How do you get through it? How do you overcome it? That's how I saw it. I didn't see it as a failure or a success.